Hello everybody and welcome to the new channel. I'm super excited. I know somebody just in Math said it would take 2 years. Hey, it was quick. I'm super excited. That means when I speak I can be me and not the master of me. I don't know. Anyways, so it was a bad pun anyways. Daleric Master, DM, huh? Alright, so in case you know or don't know or whatever, oh, by the way, yes, Polar Cap, to answer your question, have I thought about doing a werewolf stream on, that takes place in the Bloodlust? Actually, it's something we're planning on doing, to a degree at least, in Lost Initiative, is having a bunch of mini White Wolf campaigns that all take place in the same universe as one another. That's actually, like, the idea of what we're doing. I was actually surprised after we closed out the chapter last session that he intended this session to pick it right back up where we left off. And not like, that's the end of the story. Let's do the next story. I was like, oh, we're still playing these characters. Oh, okay. I thought we were going to come back to them in the future, but hey. So anyways, the whole point of this stream today is to, fill in the blank because Lost Initiative's not going. I'm so sorry about that. But what I do have going on, in case you haven't heard, because I don't think I did a big announcement yet, this upcoming Monday and many of the Mondays after that, I believe it's the 20th, the 27th, the 4th, and the 18th, are all Mondays. We're going to be doing on my channel another tabletop stream. Because of the people who are involved and because it's kind of like a trial thing, there's 3 PCs, 1 DM. 2 of the Mondays, the first and third one, are going to start at 10 p.m. Eastern Time, and 2 of them are going to start at 9 p.m. Eastern Time. It'll all be posted so you can easily find it, but whatever. My little brother Eric, or Couldn't64, is going to be the one DMing it. I want him to get comfortable with the DMing of this format. And the PCs are going to be Maggie, myself, and Ollie. So the character I was referring to in Discord, if you were in Discord here and we talk about it, are the character that I intend to play during that stream. I actually spent some time today working on him because I couldn't really speak much today. I'm actually shoveling down some ice cream, and I have a hot tea coming soon. My wife's going to bring it in to me. I asked her before the stream started so she wouldn't fall asleep. So I'm actually going to finish that character because I spent most of today not speaking, so I actually worked on it. Okay, so currently his name is Scott, but that's okay. So the character I'm going to be playing is going to be a Fallen ASMR, is going to be the race. Now, if you're not familiar with the Fallen ASMR race, it's actually from, I have all the books right here. It's actually from Volo's Guide to Monsters. It's variant versions of the ASMR. So I grabbed up that for my race. And there's a whole story behind it. I'll explain why. My first 2 levels are Paladin, and then I multi-classed out of Paladin and went Barbarian. But I didn't just go any Barbarian. My Barbarian is actually from Xanathar's Guide to Everything. The Barbarian is called the Zealot. It's very similar to the one that the UA was there, but like with pretty much everything that came out of the UAs into this book, there's some slight alterations, even if it's just in a little bit of phrasing. So, the idea... That's edgy. Oh, jeez. The idea... I'm such a bubbly, happy person. It's so funny that I often play very edgy characters. So, the whole idea of the character is that he was an ASMR that, because we're all going to be worshipping the same god, and we actually allowed the DM to choose the god, and he chose Ilmator. Who Ilmator is a god from Faerun. He's the Maimed god. He's a god that believes, those of his faith believe, there's a limited amount of pain in the universe. And so the people that worship Ilmator do the best they can to try to take that pain upon themselves, and in doing so, they lessen the amount of pain that others have to bear. So my character was an ASMR follower of Ilmator. He was a paladin that went about and tried to ease the suffering of other people's. Yay, cup of tea. Thank you so much, wife. Thank you, Brett. The whole idea is that he would try to ease the pain of others in his travels and everything that he did. Well, at one point in time, he made the ultimate sacrifice. He became a martyr. He actually died in the name of his god, of Ilmator, and taking in as much suffering as he possibly could along the way. However, there was a bit of a stop loss that happened between his death and arriving at the eternal resting place of his god. And because of that stop loss, like, it was actually snagged out of the Grey Wastes. He's actually snagged out of there. Not the Grey Wastes, my apologies. The Foog Plane. He was snagged out of there by demons. And what the demons had him, and they're like, ha ha ha, we're gonna have fun with your soul. Oh shit, you worship Ilmator? So you like believe in taking the world's pain. All right, cool. We're gonna give you as much pain as we possibly can. And so they did, and they actually tortured him with incredible amounts of excruciating pain. They put him through his own personal hell. Like, oh, you want to worship your god by doing this? We're gonna fulfill your promises to your god, buddy. And they had a lot of fun doing that. So eventually, he was able to be resurrected, reincarnated, whatever. To be pulled out of there was the only way that other worshippers of the faith were able to save his soul. They couldn't. They had to actually go down, fight, and free him, and release his soul and bring him back. In doing so, he came back, he came back very edgy. And because he came back so twisted, so broken, he now continues to believe, I need to do as I promised to my God I would do. I need to continue taking the pain from the weak, from the battered, from the broken, from those that suffer, and take it into myself. But I also need to share that pain with those that deserve it. And so now he's a fallen ASMR. His soul has been tainted by the time that he spent in the infinite layers of the abyss. And he's picked up levels of barbarian because he's learned he has this like inner rage from everything that he's experienced, and he allows his rage to just kind of like burst forward and beat the shit out of other people. Now, the really cool reason why I chose this is because in Xanathar's Guide to Everything, in the Zealot Totem Barbarian that's in there, they have this really cool ability starting at 3rd level, where if you die and somebody casts a spell on you solely for the purpose of bringing you back to life, that spell has no material components whatsoever. That includes costly material components. Now, I understand that they're not as costly as they were in earlier editions. They're pretty cheap. It's less than 1,000 gold pieces or whatever to cast like Raise Dead or Revivify or something like that. But it's still free. So the whole idea is that this character is a balls-to-the-wall, all-out murder machine. He's willing to deal out as much pain as he possibly can before he finally gets dropped himself and needs to be brought back to life again, where his soul is like this like channel back and forth between the food plane and the material plane, and he'll just come right back up, his body all broken and battered from having died, doesn't care, gets up and will keep fighting, because that's just what he's designed to do. It makes for a lot of fun. So, like I said, I already started building the character. I hadn't come up with a name yet. I wanted it to be something very angelic sounding. I wanted to have like a first, middle, last name, but then I was going to grab just the first name and say blah, 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 the Fallen. I was actually looking up for a little bit like Christian Archangel names, even though I should know them because I used to run a campaign called Archangel in White Wolf. But I was looking up Christian Archangel names, you know, like all those. And I was like, it's too on the nose. I gotta come up with some other like very holy sounding names. So let's go over what I did so far and then we can pick things up. I went with Point By because that's what the DM told us to do. So I went with Point By and I went with Fallen ASMR, which is +1 strength. So obviously it was a 15 here, that made it a 16. And this was a 12 and then jumped that to a 14. I dropped these two as 8 and 8 because of his experience. He came back broken, which is one of the reasons why he's a barbarian. And I went 14 dex and con. I did that for 2 reasons. 1, it fits the story very well for what I wanted to do. And 2, mechanically, it's very useful. It actually is a mechanically sound way of making this character who's already kind of a split focus. I went with Paladin first, once again, because it fit the storyline that I was trying to go for. But 2, also because... sorry, just because I had to do with the storyline. Like, I could have gone Barbarian first and went to Paladin. It wouldn't have mattered. I'm not... The only thing that I would lose by going the other way is, what's it called? Heavy armor proficiency, but I'm not going to use it anyways. And technically, I would gain 2 more health points at first level. So, I'm actually losing that this way. The initiative says 2.14 because over here I have add dex to tiebreaker to initiative as part of the new update that Roll20 did. I'm actually going to release a new YouTube opening like intro kind of videos, like redo my old videos because so much has changed, and I as a what is it called, content provider, content creator, I don't know what to call them, I've changed, so it might make it less shitty, but anyways, and that does sadly give me bad saves, wisdom and charisma, but you know, saves are saves, you deal with what you build. So the character is a paladin, level 2, with the Haunted One background, which makes sense for the story. So he has for his features, and there's a lot of features here. A lot of features. Heart of Darkness, more or less, people know that I've been through crap, and they're willing to lend an aid, including fight alongside me. Dark Vision, ASMR. Half damage from Radiant and Necrotic, ASMR. Healing Hands, I can heal 7 points of damage, yay, ASMR. Lightbringer, I can cast a light spell, which is cool, because I don't usually have spells as a paladin, ASMR, I mean, cantrips. Necrotic Shroud, this is a nifty one. The whole idea of I make like wispy necrotic wings, and as long as those wings are there, people around me for the next minute have to make saving throws or run away scared. But also, I do extra, what is it? During it, once on each of your turns, so once on each of your turns, you can deal extra necrotic damage to one target when you deal damage with to it with a hit with an attack or spell. The extra necrotic damage equals your level, which is 7. So just imagine, once per turn, I deal an extra 7 damage. Hold on to that in your head. Divine Sense, once again from being a paladin, yay, I know that there's, you know, bad guys around. Lay on Hands, I can heal 10 points of healing. Between that and the other one, it's 17 points of healing I can do. Great Weapon Fighting, oh yes, we'll see why in a bit. Divine Smite, I can cash in my whatever spells I have to do extra d8s of damage. And then we go into the Barbarian bit. We have my Rage. Bonus action, jump into Rage, advantage in strength checks, +2 to my damage, resistance bludgeon, piercing, slashing, you are able to cast spells. You can't concentrate on them or concentrate while raging. So it's an important note to have. Because of the fact that I can't concentrate on spells, that means I'm not going to be able to use my Paladin Smite spells while I'm doing this. Sorry, my, like, you know, all those fun little Paladin spells. But I can still do Divine Smite while raging. That doesn't require concentration. On Unarmored Defense, I have it on here because I have it, but I don't care. What is it? Don't you know you can kick the name on the open close feature? No need to edit it? Huh? I don't even know what you're talking about. Let's see. Oh, if you're talking about this, like if you're talking about this, yeah, no, I know that. I'm just opening it so you can see what I put inside all the different things, so you can see the full thing listed out. Danger Sense, you know, the whole advantage on dexterity saves for traps and spells, nifty. Reckless Attack, we're gonna get back to Reckless Attack in a bit, because this build goes towards the build. Divine Fury, first attack, what is it, when I hit somebody while raging, it's, while you're raging, the first creature you hit for each of your turns takes an additional 1d6 plus half barbarian level in necrotic or radiant damage. I chose necrotic, it just makes the build make sense, and it stacks with my already necrotic shroud ability. I like the idea that it's all one type, so it's a DM. DM can give me a fuck you when he wants to by giving somebody resistance or immunity to the damage type I choose. That's Divine Fury. Warrior of the Gods is the one where I can come back. Fast movement, +10 to my speed's nice. Extra attack, I get 2 attacks a turn. And then my equipment, which I haven't put on there yet. So the whole idea is that he attacks with a greatsword. Greatswords do 2d6 damage. However, while he's raging, that greatsword, it does 2d6, not just +6, not just +3, 2d6 +5 damage. But also while he's raging, the first attack he does, whoa, okay, thanks Windows for a update, go away. So, that was annoying. So, back to what I was saying. The Divine Smite ability makes it 3d6 plus, no, not Divine Smite. Divine Fury makes it 3d6 instead of +5, +7, which is incredible. And if I activate this feature up here, that's theoretically 3d6 plus 14 damage, including the necrotic damage that I'll be doing. Mind you, because of my Great Weapon Fighting ability, I'm able to reroll 1s and 2s on those 3d6 damage I drop. And that doesn't include if I choose to do Divine Smite. And that's all on just one attack a turn, right? Just one attack a turn. Well, that's okay. My character's designed to die. So I always do Reckless Attack, giving me advantage. So that one attack a turn is going to get roll 2 dice, have a really good chance of hitting that mother effer, doing an incredible amount of damage, and maybe the second attack that I get hits too. Cool. And then other people have advantage against me, which, who cares? I'm designed to be able to die. I don't care if I die and come back. It doesn't scare me. In character and out. It doesn't scare me. So the extra attack is kind of like the follow-up. So that is an incredible amount of damage output without necessarily the greatest defense that I could possibly have. What was the other thing I was thinking of applying on here? So let's see, healing a little bit, which I'd use on others, killing a lot, which I'll use to kill things, raging, all that stuff. Yeah. Now, of course, there are limitations to these things. I can only smite twice because I only have 2 spells. I can only rage up to 3 times. Those have limitations, but Necrotic Shroud I can only do once. So it's really one big combat where I just kaboom all over somebody. But I still have the 3d6 plus 7 fairly consistently for that first attack. I did not do the custom because I'm not going to be unarmored. I actually, because of the fact that we're level 7, we're not going to have walk-in equipment. I don't have all the rules completely defined for me for what I'm going to have, but I assume we're going to be able to walk in with half plate because we're level 7. We have more than enough money to be able to afford half plate. Half plate would give me disadvantage on stealth checks, which who gives a shit. So let me actually go down here and go stealth. Actually, you're not offering for... I thought there was a way to apply disadvantage on stealth with the new update. Apparently not. I'm just gonna have to manually do it myself. Oh well. So armor class is going to be 15 plus 2 from dexterity is a 17 AC. Assuming no magic items, I have a 17 AC. Yay! I still have to roll for my health points. So I obviously got at first level my auto 10. With one more paladin level, I get to roll 1d10 more. I already applied all of my con bonuses. That's why it says 24 here. That gets you up to a 32. And now I get to apply, what is it, 5d12. Hopefully this doesn't fuck me. Really hope it doesn't. Hope for the best. Eh. You know what I mean? Just a very big eh. So, what's it? Yeah. No, that's eh. Alright, 27 more is 59. 59 HP is this total. Or her. I actually haven't decided the gender, sex, whatever yet. I currently have 7 out of those. Alright. Hellish Rebuke, Inflict Wounds. Those are because I get those from my, Oh, actually, no, I don't have those. Haha. Because I never went 3rd level, so I never got those for free. Remove those bastards! I did not get those for free for having a, oath. I did not make an oath yet. I actually changed my build from what it was to what it is. I'm kind of torn. I don't know if I want to go Great Weapon Fighter for a feat. Because I have all that advantage. Sadly, a +6 chance to hit is fucking garbage. But that's what I'm working with. I don't know if I want to go for my level 4 ability. If I wanted to grab the feat Great Weapon Master. So I can do the whole -5 + 10. So I can really ruin somebody's day with that advantage. Because theoretically that'd be what? 3d6 plus 24. Is I think what I mathed it out to be. Unless I'm missing something. And that's not including Smite. Sorry. Theoretically that could be 3d6 2d8 plus 24. With an advantage on the attack roll. And for a level 7 character, Plex, a +6 is garbage. Think about that. My chance to hit is lower than my character's level. That is complete and utter garbage. That is not good. So imagine being a first level character with a +0 chance to hit as your primary attack form. That's just complete and utter garbage. Or do I want to go with that fun little sword feat that gives me a +1 chance to... no, it's garbage. I would probably just go with +2 strength, which would increase my save by 1 more, increase my skill by 1 more, increase my chance to hit and damage by 1 more. Should tear between those two. 2 more strength or Great Weapon Master. Feel free to give me your opinions. Alright. I have no tools. My languages, Common and Celestial, come from my race. Obviously, I chose Abyssal with the Haunted One background. Makes sense, because I was down there tortured for a long while. The gods. Necrotic Shroud. Yeah. Okay. I think this is pretty much all done. I just have to actually put this equipment on my character. I always do this right here. I just kind of like dump it here and then drop it on my character as I go. Let's see. So let's see. A martial weapon was already taken care of. Do I have a shield? Sure. Do I see him or her wearing a shield ever with a non-greatsword? I don't really see them ever being in the defense kite style, like, you know, sword and board, hide, sorry, turtle style, like sword and board, hide behind the, I don't see that, so, no to the shield. Or 2 martial weapons, that's what I would have done. And for my other martial weapon, let's double check something real quick. Just as martial. For other martial weapon, I think I would probably just grab a crossbow. ASMR. Oh, Ollie's in here trying to be cool. Ollie, you're not. Hi, chat. Scott sucks. Just letting you know. I can actually kick him because currently I'm the DM of this game. I can just, you know, kick Ollie. Do you want me to kick him? All right. Let's see. I can go with a bow. Why not? I mean, he would use a bow. Let's go with a longbow. Chance to hit is going to be dex. Damage is piercing. 1d8. Damage type 1, sorry. 1d8 plus dex. What's a bow again? What is it, like 120 and then 360, I think it is, or something like that? I think that's what it is in this version. I always confuse the versions. I think it's 120, 360. I always double check anyways. Every version's a little bit different. So let's see, longbow, piercing, bow. Greatsword, never even finished plugging it in. It is strength. It's 2d6. Strength. This is gonna be slashing. I say built to not survive, but I mean the character does have, you know, half damage from non-magical melee attacks and whatnot. 120, 600? No, 150, 600. Okay. There we go. It's a pretty big range. In the old days, it was 100, and then, what is it? You can shoot... It had a range increment, and then it had its... Beyond that, its maximum was 5 times that for thrown or 10 times that for shot, and every time you went outside of a range increment of 1, like every range increment was a -2 to your attack roll. Other equipment. 5 javelins or a simple melee weapon. Let's just grab a dagger because it's easier. So I don't have to deal with all that. We're going to use dagger for strength because I can. This one's going to be 2060. 20 feet. 60 feet. Damage 1d4. Piercing. All the filler stuff. I know that you can drag and drop the weapons. It's just, I like to make sure I do it correctly when I put it this way. Priest's pack and an explorer's pack. I have to double check and see what's inside each of those. I honestly don't remember. Holy symbol and chainmail. Like I said, I'm just going to assume I can get the other thing. So, because we are level 7, and that's a non-magical item. Holy symbol. And we're going to go half plate. Trinket. So I actually rolled for my trinkets. Actually, if I scroll up here, I rolled for my trinkets. Trinket 85 rolled out to be a diary with 7 missing pages. That was kind of cool. And for background talent, trinket that comes with the Gothic one, it's actually a walking cane with an iron. I always forget how to pronounce this word, but an iron. I think it's ferrule that strikes sparks on stone. So that's actually a flog that you would use for beating children with, misbehaving children, so like churches and stuff like that. I know that because, you know, I had a grandma. I'm left-handed, and the only one in my family, so it's believed that I got it from my grandma, but they used to beat them, you know, to not be that way anymore. So, you know, there's that. So I thought this was wicked cool. It actually worked perfectly with what I rolled because it's like, hey, I brought it back for me from the depths of the abyss. You know what I mean? It's actually pretty awesome. Ollie, he didn't say one way or the other, but the simple fact of the matter is, we're level 7. We're level 7. If you're walking into the campaign with starting equipment at level 7, that's bullshoes. I'm sorry, especially when it's non-magical. I can't remember the costs off the top of my head. Let's look it up at the PHB. Equipment. Back to the beginning of equipment. Armor. Chainmail, because that's what it said I could walk in with, right? Chainmail, I think it said. 75 gold pieces. Half plate, 750 gold pieces. So it's just 9 times a chainmail. I hope at some point in time, in my first 6 levels of adventuring, I was able to acquire 675 gold pieces to spend on armor. If not, I'm a piece of shit that deserves to die every day. So trinkets. Let's throw this into my backpack. You know you got one. You know you got one. Eric's not the kind of DM that gives a crap about weight, so I'm not even going to keep track of it on this character, because I just know he doesn't care. He's one of the PCs that gets angry when I keep track of weight. So I'm going to get to this walking stick in a second. I'm going to do things that I want to do, and then I have to get the DM's permission. I haven't had a chance to ask him this stuff yet, so I'm just going to assume and then ask for permission when I get an opportunity to actually chat with him. Let's see. Common clothes, a trinket of significance, which I already did. So it's just common clothes. Cool. Common clothes. And then I'm just going to do my pack afterwards. I really hate this keyboard. It's funny, I never thought I was going to be typing as much as I did on it when I literally got it from somebody. I was like, because I built my PC, and I was like, I don't really have a keyboard, I don't really care about getting a nice one, and then I'm actually on the PC all the time. Before I was always just on the Mac. Priest pack or Explorer's pack? Let's see the difference between the two. Yeah, I went with Haunted one. It made sense for the backstory of the character, right? It was the perfect one for the backstory. Let's see. It's funny because I think I only really read 2 of them, and I was like, no, Haunted one's the one I'm going with. So, let's see. Explorer's pack, backpack, bedroll, mess kit, tinderbox, torches, rations, water skin, rope. Priest, backpack, blanket, candles, tinderbox, alms, incense, censer, vestments, rations, and water skin. Yeah, I don't need that stuff. I think I'm going to go with the Explorer's pack. I think you can drag and drop Explorer's packs. I think so. Explorer's pack. I think so. Yes, you can. Does it have all the stuff inside here? And it does not. But that's okay. I can remove backpack from here since that's on it. I'll just do it this way. Alright. Let's reorganize. What are you doing? Belt pouch at the top. Common clothes right underneath that. Obviously my armor. My holy symbol. Then I'm going to go my explorer's pack and things that are inside there. I'm going to add a fun little blank space just for separation of what I wear and what's inside the pack or whatever. I'm going to have to put something in that blank space, aren't I? I'll put a period. Or I better get an underscore. Whoa. So cool. There you go for separation of church and state. Get rid of you. Once again, just delete. What are we doing? Cool. I think I have all my class features set, and that is a lot of class raised background features. I have all my proficiencies set, which is everything. My basic equipment set, which we're going to get into in a bit. My basic gear set, my armor set, once again, no shield. I only got a 17 AC, that's nothing to like write home about. 59 HP, again, for a barbarian character, for a melee character, nothing to write home about. We're going to get to these in a moment. Spells, I don't know which ones I want to have memorized yet. I think I'm allowed 3. I think it's charisma plus half my level, I think. So I'm pretty sure it's 3. And then I think we're going to be good there, so... yeah. You always add pack contents into the bio section because it's really long. You know what I usually do, honestly, Plex? I usually open up right here, and then I add it right here with a whole bunch of, like, you know... Oh, kind of funny. I didn't realize this. They actually did that, but just really, really shitty. So they actually did what I always do, just, again, really shitty. Hey, look at that. So, never mind. I had the same idea. Cool. Alright. What was the next thing I said I was doing? The features, or... Yeah, we're going to do the features next. Okay. So, I'm going to pop them up here just so you guys can follow along as well, even though I have the books right next to me, because like I said, I was working on it in person earlier, and I usually prefer using books. I just use the interwebs because I'm on Twitch. Alright, so the background was Haunted One, and the race was, Fallen ASMR. So let's go, 5e backgrounds. Open that up, and then we go... Saw a really funny, tweet recently about, every time somebody uses the D&D wiki, a kitten dies or something like that, which personally I was like, I'll use it more often. Fuck kittens. But, then it was, what, 5e ASMR alternatives. 5e ASMR alternatives? I can't remember what I typed before to find it. Variants, that's what I wrote. Don't think this is what it was. Maybe it is. It is not what I found before. Yeah. I typed ASMR variants last time. I found a really cool one. Was this it? No, this is what I found. That's annoying. It's actually done really well, too. I don't remember what it was. That's okay. I mean, like I said, I have the stuff right next to me, so... Yeah. Oh, well. Oh, it's too bad. This one was halfway decent. I thought I would have the extra info in there that it did. It does not. It's a waste of my time. Okay. Let's just go into backgrounds. And it was cool because it had, like, ideas of your actual character. I have it in my laptop, but that's, like, elsewhere. Go away. Alright. Haunted One. Monster pack. Alright, so the idea is harrowing event. Well, I already know my harrowing event. I can put it in my bio. So, down here. Treasure, alternative features, traits, appearance, backstory. Harrowing event. Died and was tortured for an unknown amount of time. Returns to life changed forever. It's funny, I actually looked at the Paladin Path of Redemption. When I originally was building the character, I was like, oh, I should go with, like, Redemption. That'd be a really cool one, because I'm trying to, like, redeem myself with my... No, this is garbage. It's all about, like, hugs and kisses and cuddling. So I was like, definitely not going to work. A kitten stole a roast beef sandwich. That's pretty funny. Alright. Personality traits. I don't run from evil. Evil runs from me. Lame. I like to read, write, and memorize. Lame. I spend money freely. Lame. I don't talk about the things that torment me. I'd rather not burden others with my curse. Actually, I kind of do see that one working because the whole idea is I'm supposed to take pain and not give it. I'm supposed to give it to bad guys, but not good people. I'm wearing ice cream on my beard. Green's a good color on me. I do not trust divine beings. I expect danger around every corner. I refuse to become a victim, and I will not allow others to be victimized. I mean, these ones are kind of lame. I'm going to come up with my own shortly. Ideals. I try to help those in need no matter what the... I'll stop the spirits that haunt me. I'll kill a monster, make the world a safer place. Ideals. I mean, it's literally, ideal. I've already died in the service of my God. many times. And I will again many times more. Yay! So edgy. Bam! I've already died in the service of my god many times. And I will again many times more. Bond. I keep my thoughts and discoveries in the journal. I would sacrifice my life to protect the innocent soul. Torment Dro, a terrible guilt consumes me. There is an evil in me. I can feel it. It must never be free. I have a child to protect. My bond is just, I'm gonna say, there is much pain in the world. I will do what I can to take what I can and deliver the rest upon evil. Ha! Yes. So much fun. Life event table. Sure, I can. I did not, but I can. I also have to find that. Look at your personality traits. I can. Do you really want me to, Ollie? I gladly will. Lore. I'm afraid. Lore has a duty to do what Lore can do to protect people. Lore makes sure no suffer, big or small, no suffer. Lore need not play fair. Big people no play fair. Why Lore do? Lore praise Elmador. Lore be polite as possible to big people. All he didn't just press his cogs afterwards to like lock it in. Because usually there's 2 personality traits, so we can do like Lore kinda sounds like an idiot. Oop, up, IoT. And that way when you lock it in, it has enough space to show both of them. And that's why he's about as smart as I am. Funny. Oh, Ollie, I'm excited to see you play this character. It's going to be amazing. But I'm going to get rid of this insult because I'm actually really excited to see you play this character. If I ever had any doubts about Ollie's ability to roleplay a character that he enjoys playing, go back and watch that that adventure camp where he plays the Kenku. Holy shit. Ice cream's all melty. Flaws. I have certain rituals I must follow every day. I cannot break them. I assume the worst in people. I feel no compassion for the dead. They are the lucky ones. Honestly, that's a pretty good one. I have an addiction to dying. I am a purveyor of doom and gloom who lives in a world without hope. I talk to spirits that no one else can see. Honestly, my flaw, the pain I was forced to endure has become something I enjoy. I go out of my way, even greater than that of a normal worshipper of Ilmator, to feel that pain again. I didn't uppercase my eyes, did I? 'Cause I'm a dummy. Alrighty. The pain I was forced to endure has become something I enjoy. I go out of my way. Even greater than that of Nor? Even greater than that of most? That was weird. Worshippers of Ilmator. Feel that pain again. Whatever, grammar. Oh, so he's just Thonk? No. No. No, Thonk is evil and wants to just make other people suffer. This character is all about pain. We're actually going to look up Ilmator in a bit. I'm just trying to scarf down the ice cream before it's completely melted. I'm sorry. It's also great for the throat. Kink stream. Alright, personality traits. I'm gonna say that his personality, he doesn't sugarcoat things, I don't think. plain and to the point, but clearly has the best interest of innocent in mind. Like, yes, yes, yes. Skip the tail and tell me where the dragon is. You know, one of those sort of, like, but it was DM exposition time. All right, plain into the points, but clearly has the best interest of the innocent in mind. Personality trait. That's more of a flaw. I'm trying to think of a good personality trait. Help me come up with one. Help me come up with a personality trait that would be good right here.